Exodus chapter 27. The altar. The Lord continued, "Make an altar out of acacia wood. It should be 7.5 feet square and 4.5 feet high, and make a horn at each of its 4 corners. The 4 horns and the altar must be made out of one piece of wood covered with bronze. Make all the utensils for it out of bronze. Pots for taking away the altar's ashes. Also shovels, bowls, forks, and incense burners. Make a grate for it out of bronze mesh, and make a bronze ring for each of the 4 corners of the grate. Put the grate under the ledge of the altar so that it comes halfway up the altar. Make poles out of acacia wood for the altar and cover them with bronze. The poles should be put through the rings on both sides of the altar to carry it. Make the altar out of boards so that it's hollow inside. It must be made just as you were shown on the mountain. The courtyard, make a courtyard for the tent. The south side of the courtyard should be 150 feet long and have curtains made out of fine linen. Yarn hung on 20 posts set in 20 bronze bases. The hooks and bands on the posts should be made of silver. The north side should be the same, 150 feet long, with curtains on 20 posts set in 20 bronze bases. The hooks and bands on the posts should be made of silver. The courtyard on the west end should be 75 feet wide and have curtains hung on 10 posts set in 10 bases. On the east end, facing the rising sun, the courtyard should also be 75 feet wide. Each side of the entrance will be 22.5 feet wide, with curtains hung on 3 posts set in 3 bases. The entrance to the courtyard must have a 30-foot screen made from fine linen yarn, embroidered with violet, purple, and bright red yarn, hung on for posts set in 4 bases. All the posts around the courtyard should have silver bands, silver hooks, and bronze bases. The courtyard should be 150 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 7.5 feet high, with curtains made of fine linen yarn and with bronze bases. All the things for the tent, no matter how they're used, including all the pegs for the tent in the courtyard, must be made of bronze, lest in the tabernacle. For the lighting, you must command the Israelites to bring you pure virgin olive oil so that the lamps won't go out. In the tent of meeting outside the canopy where the words of my promise are, Aaron and his descendants must keep the lamps lit in the Lord's presence from evening until morning. This is a permanent law among the Israelites for generations to come. Key teachings. Sacrifice is essential for approaching God. The altar of burnt offering shows that sin must be atoned for before entering God's presence. The bronze altar foreshadows Christ's sacrifice. Jesus is our ultimate burnt offering, who died once for all to bring us near to God. Hebrews 10:12. The courtyard represents separation and holiness. Only those set apart could enter, reminding us that God calls his people to holiness. The east entrance points to Christ. The only way into the tabernacle courtyard was through the eastern gate, symbolizing that Christ is the only way to God. John 14:6. The continual light symbolizes God's eternal presence. The lamp was never to go out, teaching that God is light and his presence is constant. Priestly responsibility shows leadership in worship. Aaron and his sons were tasked with tending the lamps, reminding leaders today of their duty to keep God's light shining among his people. Offering our best. The pure olive oil reflects purity and excellence in what we bring before God. Shalom.